Anitra Lahiri, How to Turn Your Addictions and Problems into Flourishing Futures. Anitra Lahiri knows that it's not easy to stop the downward spiral of addiction or recover from bad choices, but she also knows that it's not impossible, either. In fact, with the right tools and resources, anyone can turn their addictions, problems, or mistakes into flourishing futures, as Anitra has done herself and as she does with others daily through her speaking and coaching business. Few people would deny that many of the things we love most are also the things that hurt us the most. It's no surprise that addiction and bad habits run rampant in our culture, but they don't have to be our destiny if we're able to manage them, rather than letting them manage us. That's exactly what Anitra Lahiri's book How to Turn Your Addictions and Problems into Flourishing Futures teaches readers how to do. 1. Understand and acknowledge your addiction. Once you know your true needs, start getting creative about how you can achieve them. The first step in any successful recovery is understanding that you have a problem. Admitting you're addicted to something isn't always easy, but it's important, and with addiction being as common as it is, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Recognizing your problem doesn't mean giving up. Instead, look at your addiction as an opportunity for self-improvement and growth. 2. Use positive reinforcement to overcome addiction. Positive reinforcement is more than just a buzzword. Researchers have shown time and again that it's incredibly effective at helping people break free from harmful patterns of addictive behavior. Make a conscious effort to recognize achievements as they occur, in whatever form they take, whether that's breaking free from a negative thought pattern or going through an entire day without smoking. You may not even notice it at first, but over time you will train your brain to start expecting positive results. 3. Find a support group. Addiction or problem doesn't have to hold you back. In fact, in many cases, it can actually be an opportunity for growth. After all, how else will you ever reach your full potential if you don't take risks? And yet, doing something that scares us always requires help. That's why joining a support group or asking a friend or family member for advice is so important when dealing with addiction or problems. 4. Confronting your problems. Some addictions can be controlled through lifestyle choices, some can't. If your addiction is a problem you're struggling with or feeling helpless over, it's important that you do something about it before you try fixing everything else in your life. Don't procrastinate, don't rationalize your way out of getting help. When you're addicted, you can't imagine life without your vice. And sometimes it feels like that vicious cycle will just continue on and on until there's nothing left of you. That feeling is paralyzing, but there are ways around it. First, tackle your addiction head-on. 5. Communicating with family members. If you're suffering from a drug or alcohol addiction, communicating with your family is one of the most important things you can do. Don't let shame or fear keep you from talking about what you're going through. If you don't tell someone, there may be a good chance that it could lead to an accidental overdose. When one family member makes a mistake, don't be afraid to ask how you can help, not just in times of trouble, but also on a daily basis. If your relative has an addiction problem, offer support in finding professional help. 6. Understand your reasons and motives. It's always a good idea to spend some time thinking about your reasons for wanting a drinking problem or any other problem or mistake. Understand your motivation, and it will help you figure out how best to address these things. After you've identified your goals, write them down. Then, get clear on what got you excited about achieving those goals in the first place. 7. Replace addictive behaviors with healthy ones. When trying to quit an addictive behavior, it's helpful to replace that habit with a healthier one. If you're serious about breaking an addiction, it's important to replace your old behaviors with positive new ones. Start a journal that tracks your progress. Being accountable is key when it comes to turning your life around. Also, joining support groups online or in person can help you connect with others who share your interest and work toward quitting together.